Everybody, it's time! It's damn time to review the Cybook Muse Lite. This is made by Bookeen. It came out in 2017, and me and Peter are really excited to review this today. It has a 6-inch E-Encarta screen, resolution is 800 by 600 and 167 ppi. It has a frontlit display. It has a 1 gigahertz, all winners. It does not all losers. An all winners 1 gigahertz processor. And Peter, let's take a look at the hardware.
We're apparently really excited about this one. This one does not look like any other device. Obviously, it looks like every other Cybook, but this Cybook line is really different because they make their own thing. They don't white label everything else. They don't choose random Chinese hardware and just kind of mimic it. This looks really good. It's chiseled on the side. It's a sunken in bezel because this is the lower end model. It's got a really nice design on the outside. The back is beveled. It's really good quality. You got page turn buttons. You got a menu button. You got a power button on the bottom, a micro USB, and a micro SD. This thing is looking really, really sharp.
Main menu, book your reading, library, digital bookstore.
Yep.
Let's go. You click the home button here. You can go to library. Let's click there. Collections. You can start folders if you want. They have all books here. You can click the page turn to go forward and backward. Hit that and go more like into a cover art type of feel. Basic library options, title, author, date, edited, file name. Nothing to really like write home about. There's a lot of companies that do that better. With the shop, most e-readers shut off Wi-Fi in order to conserve like battery life and stuff like that.
That's how they meet their advertised 2-month battery life.
Yeah. So the Bookeen bookstore is all in French, so you're not going to find any English titles here. You know, it's nice and organized and stuff like that. Free ebooks.
Free?
Yeah, free!
I've always wanted to read Demonica Sans Coupe.
Yeah, same here. May we. So you can click here and like download this to your...
Looks like you have to choose your country of residence so it knows where to send it to. So, oh, yeah. Man. We gotta pay VAT?
There's no VAT. It's 0.
So I can't read any of that. So we're gonna go back to the home and show you guys that this is the very nicely laid out. You got new releases, you got all your categories, and the advertisement basically a little bit of a bookshop's choice, suggesting what you should get.
Menu, about, interface, menu language, dictionaries, Wi-Fi, etc. So let's check out some of the advanced features. You can actually establish what you want to happen when you plug this in to say
that's
charge.
Really cool, yeah.
Yeah, so continue using the device, see device's content.
Obviously smartphones do that, but not a lot of e-readers give you that option.
Yeah, page refreshes, every page, 5, 10, never. If you click no refresh, you will experience ghosting.
Yes.
But because it's using an E-Encarta screen, the ghosting will be minimal. But in a book, you will sort of notice that. Sleep mode options, you can establish like screensavers that you want to do. This does like read like JPEGs and like PNGs
images
and stuff
and
like
whatnot,
that. So you could actually have your own screensaver slideshow or see what type of stuff that like you kind of like want.
This one's really cool, interface orientation, because you can actually you can change it like hard yourself by clicking the individual orientation, or you can see activate 2-finger rotation, which means at any point in time, if you go back here, go to the home screen for example, you can just twist it like you're physically twisting the image and it'll flip full 360 too. So
yeah, I haven't really seen any e-readers that actually do that. You could actually invert this button too. We'll actually invert both page turn buttons, so instead of turning the page forward, it's back. And same thing on this side too. Good for manga, good for people that are like left or right-handed using it, and instead of having it this way, maybe they're using it upside down. Ebook reading experience, it's fairly lackluster. In terms of like turning pages, super fast. It's robust and everything like that. But where it sort of falls off a cliff is when you start like wanting to add notes, highlights, annotations.
So falling off a cliff is a way to put it. The page turns, they're all well and good. You actually have to tap in the middle of the screen to open up this and then go kind of back to text settings. So although everything changes live, it's very nice that you have 8 different font settings and publisher's defaults. You can do line spacing, that's great. It only displays in a little corner here, and to get to there, it's a little bit of a journey. Also, if you want to long press something,
which is what you do on like 99% of all e-readers out there.
Yeah, you can't. So you have to click in, go to annotations, click annotation settings, click add highlight, then you can create a highlight. And then it assumes you're finished after you highlight once, so then it's just there. So in order to do it again, you got to click in again to go to this menu, and so forth and so forth. So basically, without droning on, the ebook experience is basically just for reading as it is right now, because this device doesn't have a whole lot of really added features to really cater it to ease of use. The Glowlight Experience, however, is actually really easy to manage. So if you press and hold the menu button, it actually turns it off and on and brings up the front light luminosity alteration. And this is really good because you have a lot of different levels of brightness. You also have activation, which basically means it turns it off and on. Unlike even some Kindle models, you can't even turn it off and on.
One of the downsides of this is that the screen's kind of blue. It has blue hues to it.
It is.
Unlike the other version, the Cybook Muse HD.
Yeah.
That screen was pretty white in terms of like vibrancy and stuff like that. It's the even that brightness at maximum setting, it's muted.
Yeah.
And you could really see like a lot of like light spillage here.
Yeah, this is the Econo version, so it's kind of grayed in the middle and overexposed around the edges, and that is even visible with the naked eye as it is on camera. It's very overexposed on the edges, and of course it's our job to nitpick. It doesn't do a bad job of illuminating the screen, but its larger, more expensive counterpart, the Muse HD, does a much better job.
Right, so the Muse Lite, obviously entry-level e-reader, so you can expect to have some trade-offs in terms of forms and functionality.
Right.
And nowhere is that evident than from highlights, annotations, notes, changing fonts. I find that page turn speed's awesome.
It's great.
Once you find the font that you're happy with and the font size, you're probably not gonna like be changing that on the fly on a regular basis. So you go out of your way a few times to customize and optimize the e-reading experience. Overall, the overall design of the e-reader is pretty solid, although the front light is not the best that we've seen even in entry-level devices. So drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about the Cybook Muse Lite. This is a 2017 e-reader, so it's relatively new. For GoodEreader.com, my name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Everybody take care.